Hello, everyone. Good evening from Tokyo. Today, I have a great pleasure to speak with Irem. Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you. I'm in Moscow time and I'm living in Istanbul, but we are living in the same time. So I'm really thank you for this opportunity, and it's really nice to meet you.
So, Irem, you are based in Istanbul now. Okay.
Yes.
Please, first of all, thank you for being part of our new member of our community for female entrepreneurs. So I'm curious, and I think all people who are watching this video are also curious if you can introduce more about you and how you became who are you today.
Thank you. It's a very good question, and I can start with my professional life. I started as a marketing manager and brand manager in corporate companies, and specialized on brand management and strategic marketing for 7 years. I really like marketing. Like, it was because for me it was combination of psychology to understand like the customer's driver to act, but also like so it involves some creativity and strategy, which I really love. But then I was like questioning, and I was like, is it is it something that I want to do at the end of my life, till the end of my life? And my answer was no. So I quit, and for 6 months I didn't know what to do and just traveled the world. And like, I was like, was it the right decision to do it or not? And it was some kind of personal assessment. But then I really decided to do something like human centric, and I became the project coordinator for United Nations project on Startup Accelerator. And in the project, like Syrian refugees were also included in the program, and I was like mind blowing during the process. And I saw like how dreams come true during like 3-4 months time when you really focus on. At that time, I was also like thinking I wanna start my own business, so I learned a lot on this program, by the way. And then I was again, like, I was trying something new, and I was really like interested in performance coaching, because I saw like I believe like performance is something that you can stretch, and you can like it's not something fixed. If you really work on like muscle, you don't know what you are capable of, and you can't imagine. So I became the European division manager of a performance coaching company called Landmark Worldwide in London. And I managed European operations for a while. And also I coached like hundreds of people over there, and saw how people are capable of everything, but how they're not aware of it, including me, by the way. And and I saw like performance coaching is something that fosters their imaginations and like showing what they're capable of and realizing it, by the way. And then I had 1 year maternity leave. I had a son during that time, and I was thinking all these different stuff in my professional life, how I can combine it with my passion. In my heart is like creating women leaders and empowering women in the world. That's why, by the way, I'm the part of this community, first of all. And it was like all that bring to me personal branding consultancy for women in business. And I started my own company called brandyMe in Turkey. So what I'm doing now is like I'm providing personal branding services and consultancy for women in business, and creating personal brands, demonstrating their unique value and potential. And I'm using both performance coaching and strategic marketing and brand management tools in the model. So this is who I am in short, I can say.
Wow, thank you for sharing. It seems like we are in a similar industry. That's amazing. Thank you very much for joining us. And I hope you will be able to help many female entrepreneurs in our group to brand themselves as well. And Irem, what wakes up you in the morning? And can you also explain more about vision of your business for this year and for the near future?
Sure. Like, physically, my son wakes me up in the morning.
Okay.
But if you're asking like my passion, it's like women empowerment and creating women leaders. Like, there are many days like I am waking up with my visions of my clients. I'm saying this should be her like thing, or this I should talk this with her, and like I'm always living with my clients at home, even they're not here. So I can say my passion is very powerful on this. Even those days that in Turkey, I think in all over the world, we are staying home, and it's sometimes really boring and depressing. But I always wake up myself with my passion and saying, if you continue to do this in the world, it's gonna change something and emerge more women leaders, and they're gonna be aware what they're capable of, and they're going to be aware the leadership they can live in this world. So I can say women empowerment wakes me up.
That's so beautiful. I think many women who are watching this video will be inspired with your story and with your passion. And what is the impact of this project or business? What do you would like to achieve?
I think, like, first of all, personal branding, I think you might agree, personal branding at the very first stage, it's about being aware of who you are and what you're capable of, and you're like being aware of your competencies, your experiences, like your unique value proposition. And I can bet that with the clients that I work, they are not aware of who they are and what they're capable of. So I think, so I can say, first of all, it's self-awareness and self-confidence, and then increasing visibility and credibility in their industry, and then communicating it to the potential target customers or target people. So in the end, it brings like more network, more opportunities, more income, or it might also have like some promotions at work. But at the very end, which I'm really like passionate about, is self-fulfillment. In my side, my business about self-fulfillment or my passion in this world, like my gift. I'm using my gift to empower women so that they can use their gift to do whatever they want to do. So it's more about self-fulfillment in the end, both for me and for my clients, I can say.
I'm also curious, how do you think the personal branding is going to look like in this year and in upcoming years, because of this global shift what we are facing right now? Like, everything is changing in a very short period of time. So what will be the best strategy for the women leaders who are considering to develop their brand during this like very uncertain time? If you can share maybe your own experience and some experience of maybe your clients, or what do you see talking with your clients? What kind of trends?
Sure. Yeah, sure. It's a very good question, because I also bet that like after the pandemic, it's not going to be the same, and it's going to change how we manage our personal brands. And especially personal brand management on online it's not like something we can choose. It's like it might be or not. It's a must. Online personal brand management. If I can ask people who are listening, you're gonna Google yourself, your name in the Google, and if you see this image reflects who you are, then you're in a good position. But if not, if you're not there, or if it's not who you are, then you should really work on it, because maybe in 10 years or 5 years, you will not be able to control your image online. You should start now. So in short, I can say you should start your online visibility and brand management in online all channels, I can say.
Okay, very interesting strategy for upcoming years. So how do you re-energize yourself, or how do you find the energy to keep going, to keep doing what you are doing?
I think, first of all, I dream a lot. I can say like I'm a dream accelerator for me and for the people around me, myself. When I dream something, and it's like more than dreaming, it's visualizing. I see myself there, and it really motivates me to see where I want to go, and to see it becomes real. And I can say I all build my life on that. I first like vision the life I want to have right now, my business, my family, everything, and it happened. Of course, there's something it doesn't happen, but I can say I'm 80-90% successful on this. So dreaming is very important for me. My son is really like at the source of my energy. When I look at him, I really see he's full of possibilities. he can be anyone he wants. And when I look at him, I see that human potential is like limitless. So, and the third one, it's more physical, but I really like listening to music and dancing. It really like keeps me up. So these three things I can say.
Perfect. And Irem, for all women who are watching this video, and men, I hope so, some men also watching this video too, what will be the best way for them to find you and contact you if they would like to work with you on their personal brand in this year and upcoming years?
They can follow me on Instagram and the DM from there. So I'm really like active, especially on Instagram, but the other social media stuff, LinkedIn and so on. So I'm pretty available from all the channels. They can reach me anytime.
Thank you so much for your introduction, for sharing your story, your passion, your plans for the future, and to give us the tips how we can increase our visibility online, because obviously that will be very important in upcoming years. Thank you, Irem, and looking forward to see more of your projects and works in our community. And thank you one more time for this interview and for joining us. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the thanks back to you. Really, thank you for giving this opportunity to me as a man, as leading this, and I'm really inspired by who you are. Thank you very much.